As a child growing up and watching Disney Channel, I literally saw nothing wrong with the clothes. Now as an adult, I'm realizing the outfits were crazy. The colorful clothes and extreme layering matched the absurd situations presented in these episodes. Today, we are going to be talking about 2000s Disney Channel fashion and why the costuming was so insane. First, we're going to be talking about Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana is the pop princess / queen of Disney. Although she appears to be just a regular teenager to most of her classmates and teachers, Miley Stewart lives a double life, transforming herself into a pop singer at night. Her secret identity is known only to her family and closest friends. Hannah Montana appeared to younger viewers, me included, because she was both aspirational and relatable with her double life. She had a sick closet that was accessed through a trapdoor in her bedroom, containing a more fantastical and flamboyant wardrobe to signify the difference between Miley and Hannah. She even had her own Disney dress-up game. Her style staples included sequins, longer tops, belts that didn't really have a purpose, and a cropped jacket. She liked a lot of bright and colorful clothing and also statement jewelry. Disney costuming definitely has a very specific look to it. So much so that I've been seeing a lot of TikToks recently of people recreating Disney Channel outfits, and it's just so spot on because there's no other place that you would see people dressed like that. And there is very much a sameness to these Disney Channel looks. Even Catherine Wagner, who was the costume designer for most of these early Disney Channel shows that we're going to be talking about, cites that there is a certain sameness and formula to these looks. And to quote her, she says, "Once you get the formula, don't break the formula." This Disney Channel formula didn't change much as the characters got older, and I even think it was used as a way to age them down. So even in later seasons of Hannah Montana, where Hannah is like 17, 18, she still dressed very childlike. In earlier seasons, I do feel like it worked a little bit better. She was around 13, 14 when she started the show, so it didn't really look that out of place. When you were 18 years old wearing cupcake dresses and yellow zebra print, there begins to be kind of a disconnect. And I think this is what led to such an intense reaction from the public when Miley Cyrus, the person, started doing normal adult things, and people perceived her to be going in such an opposite way once she graduated from Disney. It's kind of hard as an adult for me to look at these outfits in retrospect because I feel like maybe I just think they're ugly because it's not 2008 anymore. Also, these outfits are just not meant to appeal to my age group that I am currently. But there are some outfits that I do feel like I still really like and that's stood the test of time. Most notably, this 70s style pink sequin dress that she wore on stage, and this iconic blue skinny scarf outfit with the white cropped jacket was super cute. This very dark rock star moment that she wore on stage. She also rocked a skirt over pants moment. Even as a child, I did think that Lily, when she did her alter ego as Lola, looked insanely crazy. I never liked her outfits. I always thought it just teetered a little bit too much on the absurd, and maybe that was the point. Now let's talk about Alex Russo. Alex Russo is the main protagonist of Wizards of Waverly Place. She was not a normal teenager because she was a wizard, and her dad was teaching her witchcraft in the basement every day. I was genuinely obsessed with Alex Russo growing up. I would literally go to stores looking for clothes that look like what Alex wore. Like, I would intentionally strive to dress like her. I liked that she was edgy, and I liked her don't give a fuck attitude. I really admired that about her. Closet staples were typically leggings, mini skirts, cardigans, or vests. and like an infinity scarf. She was also drenched in accessories, especially in the earlier seasons. She wore a lot of peace signs, which were very trendy at the time, and she also liked skinny jeans, which were also very trendy at the time. She was often seen with her best friend Harper, whose clothing was also very fantastical and unique. This also parallels to the Miley Lola dynamic, where the best friend is dressing more crazy than the main character. She also loved a slouchy boot. She could not get enough of a slouchy boot. And of course, it would not be Disney without a couple of belts that did not do anything nor hold anything up. Towards the later seasons, she liked a lot of flowier tops and dresses. Her style is very Free People-esque. London Tipton. London Tipton is one of the female stars of the show Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which centers around two twin boys who live in a hotel. London is the heiress to the Tipton empire, and her father owns the hotel that everybody lives in. Her style is represented by the McBling era of the 2000s, and her closet staples are halter tops, sparkly tops, skinny scarves, sequins, hats, and I must say that her outfits are really, really cute. She loved a graphic tee, she loved a newsboy cap, and her outfits were all very matchy-matchy. Her style was very attention-grabbing and colorful. London can afford very nice things, and her style really helped to differentiate herself against the less wealthy residents of the hotel. Her father was not present in the series. It's kind of assumed that she used material items and buying things to fill that hole in her heart, and this resulted in some of the cutest outfits on the show. Some of my personal favorites is this pink outfit with the black graphic tee that says wink wink, and this green masquerade ball outfit that she wore. I love this because it's very timeless and I would literally wear this today. Also, this green sequin top with the matching fur scarf. I feel like her outfits less extremely followed this Disney Channel formula. While we do see layering, I feel like we don't see such an extreme amount. It's a little bit more realistic, and I feel like her outfits also stayed very timeless. There are outfits that she wore that could be worn in a context outside of Disney and they could still work. Raven Baxter. Raven Baxter is an average teenager, but like other Disney Channel protagonists, she has a secret. She struggles with the burden of keeping her psychic abilities a secret while simultaneously trying to fit in. Her style also represented the McBling era of the early 2000s. She was characterized on the show as a fashionista, and she definitely fit that role. In true Disney Channel fashion, her outfits were also very matchy-matchy. Her style staples were fur trim jackets and flare pants. She also really liked to color coordinate, and she was very much a spectacle on set. Some of my favorite outfits of hers are this red and black fit where she wears a rose in her hair, and this outfit with the purple fur trim coat, and her iconic orange and blue opening sequence outfit with another fur trim coat and some blue flare pants. Shake It Up and Rocky Blue and Cece Jones. Best friends Rocky and Cece dreamed of being dancers, and they finally make it on a show called Shake It Up Chicago, and the show is basically about their journey being on television. These girls were likely the most extreme offenders of the layering epidemic. Disney had completely gone off the rails fashion-wise at this point. I feel like in earlier shows, they kind of stayed true to what people were actually wearing, but on this show, they just did a whole lot. I can't imagine dancing under those hot-ass lights, under all of those layers. I can imagine those girls were sweating bullets every time they filmed. I also feel like they aged them down a whole lot. I don't really feel like they dressed them their age, but I do think that is part of the appeal of Disney, because a lot of the people who were watching Disney Channel at that time were much younger than the girls that they were watching. So you might have been 7 or 8 trying to relate to girls that are maybe 15 or 16. So aging them down really helped kind of bridge that gap. But I can't help watching some of these clips thinking that they're just too grown for this. It's like the JoJo Siwa effect almost. But I will say though, the period of time when this was filmed, which was like 2010 to like 2014, was also super crazy fashion-wise, even in real life. This was like the colored skinny jeans, lots and lots of prints, LMFAO-esque style era. So it does make sense that the show, on top of the regular Disney formula, also reflected that. The style staples of Rocky and Cece would be tight undershorts, colored skinny jeans, mixing prints, lots and lots of accessories, and probably most notably a thigh-high Converse. I honestly just think children are very impressionable because even still, I wanted to dress like them. Lizzie Maguire. Now, I don't remember that much from this show because I think I was just so young that my brain was like just not fully activated when I was watching it. But from my research, the style on the show was actually really good. So the style was very trendy for the times. And the show told a story that I feel like a lot of girls could relate to. Unlike most of the other Disney characters, there wasn't some big secret or thing that differentiated her from everyone else. She was just a normal girl. Lizzie dressed in very vibrant and bold colors. The show was costume designed by Kimberly Adams and Catherine Wagner. In a Nylon article, Catherine Wagner said that she wanted Lizzie to be in all bright and optimistic colors. Wagner often took regular graphic tees and embellished them with rhinestones. She wanted her to have a little sparkle, literally and figuratively, up towards the face and towards the eye, because that's where everything showed. Kimberly also intentionally had Lizzie in bright and colorful patterns to contrast with her nemesis Kate, who was often in lighter pastels. Lizzie's hair was also very aspirational. She was constantly styled in cute barrettes, bandanas, and even colored streaks. I feel like every girl wanted their hair like this when they were younger, and some of these even now. They also did a good job of aging her up as the show went on. In the Lizzie Maguire movie, she is in a lot more skirts and more feminine, simple clothing than before, which I honestly think out of all the shows, this one did the best in working with her age instead of working against it. These outfits also got a lot of attention while the show was actually running. Lizzie also had a dress-up game. She also had a back-to-school line that was inspired by her outfits on the show that was released by Limited Too. The line included branded pillows, books, and CD players.
So, you and your friends can't make it to Hollywood for a big-time premiere party? No problem. The party can come to you.
This is brilliant.
If you win Lizzie Maguire's premiere party, Hollywood could be coming to your school. You and your classmates could win a premiere screening of a never-before-seen episode of Lizzie Maguire, hosted by a surprise guest, plus wardrobe from the first-ever Lizzie Maguire by Limited Too clothing line. 500 first prize winners could win a t-shirt from the Limited Too line. 100 second prize winners could win $25 Limited Too gift certificates. And there's even more prizes, like Lizzie Maguire books and journals.
That's so beautiful!
So go to any Limited Too store, pick up a game piece, scan it at the special display, and you'll find out right then and there if you won a prize. Play Lizzie Maguire's Premiere Party Sweepstakes and watch Lizzie Maguire.
Oh yeah!
On Disney Channel.
Now let's get into some of the reasons why I think the clothes and the costuming looked like that specifically. A lot of the reasoning that was given was that these shows competed with cartoons, so the clothing had to be very extra bright and eye-catching to kind of compete with the absurdist and colorful nature of cartoons at the time. And then a lot of the fashion of that era was also just too scandalous for Disney. Think Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. So there had to be a way for them to be on trend without losing that sort of Disney wholesomeness that appealed to a lot of parents and families. And I think the main reason that the clothes look the way that they did is simply because it was marketed towards children. As Catherine Wagner put it, they would have 3 different red sweaters just to make sure one matched a skirt just right. I know the girls admired the clothes just through the fact that everything was matchy-matchy. Kids love that. So let me know how you remember Disney fashion. Did you think it was cute growing up? Did you find that there was something a bit off? Are you looking at it now and picking up on things that you didn't notice before?